Okay, we're talking about equivalent fractions. Okay, fractions that are equal to each other. Okay, we need to compare them. Okay, so look at example A. Obviously, the first figure, the top number is my numerator. Okay, that tells me how many are shaded in, which is 3. The bottom number is my denominator. That means how many do I have total? How many sections are in that figure total? So now look at this square. Okay, how many total are there? How many sections are there total? 8. However, how many are shaded in? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, let's look at another example. Here I have, this triangle has how many sections? 6. And the 6 is called my denominator. Okay? And how many are shaded in? 4. And 4 is called my numerator. Correct. Okay? So 4 6 is going to be equal to how many thirds? Well, thirds means that my triangle is divided into 3 sections. How many are shaded in? 2. So look at C. Let's pretend that we don't have the shapes. Okay, pretend we didn't have the shapes, all the circles, or the pies, if you will. Okay, look at this fraction. This fraction is, what is it? Half. Because I know that 1 is half of 2, right? So I need to know a half is equal to how many tenths? Well, if 1 is half of 2, I need to find out what's half a tenth. 5. Well, look at our shapes. Okay, 1/2 means there's 2 sections and 1 is shaded in. 5 tenths is also equal to a half because out of the 10 sections, 5 are shaded in. And this is half, which is equal to a half, which is equal to 5 tenths. All right, I have 6 twelfths. 6 twelfths is going to equal how many sixths? Well, let's look at 6 twelfths. Oh, I know that 6 is half of 12, right? So I want to know what is half of 6? 3. So 3 6 is equal to 6 twelfths, which is equal to also to what? What's the smallest fraction that I can look at? 3 6 plus, it's half, right? What's another way to write half? 1 over 2, correct. Yes. So 6 twelfths, 3 6, 2 fourths, 9 18ths, all are going to equal a half. Okay, now I have 1/3. Okay, is equal to how many sixths? Okay. Okay. What 3? How do I get 3 to 6 from 6? What number? And can I add, subtract, multiply, or divide? I could add 3 plus 3 equals 6. Whatever I do to the top, I do to the bottom. Well, 1 plus 3 is 4. Does 4 6 equals 1/3? No. So I can't add them. What else could I use? Just them.
Subtraction?
3 minus 1 gives me 6 then. Nothing. So 3 divided by, no. Yeah. So 3 times 1 gives me 6.
2.
2. Whatever I do to the bottom, I do to the top. So what? 1 times 2? 2. So my answer to the top goes here. And how would I know that this is correct? I cross multiply. Okay, 1 times 6 is 6. And what's 2 times 3? 6. So are these 2 numbers equal? Yes. So this is correct. So tell yourself, what number times 6 gives me 12? 2. So whatever I do to the bottom, I do to the top. So what's 1 times 2? 2 as well. There you go. Put it here. We have to use multiplication. Look at this fraction. What does that equal? A half. You're right. So what's half of 6? 3. Then I'm done. Here, tell yourself, there's 2/3. Does that equal a half? No. So what can I use then? Just like I did before. Multiplication. So 3 times what gives me 9? 3. Whatever I do to the bottom, I do to the top. So what's 2 times 3? 6. How do I know this is correct? Well, let's see. 3 times 6 is 3 times 6.
18.
18. Thank you. And what's 2 times 9? 18. Are these two correct? Yes, they are. So now look at this fraction here, letter I. 2/4. What does that equal? Half. So, what's half of 6? 3. So if the fraction does equal a half, okay, I don't have to use multiplication because I can figure out that I need to know what's half of my denominator. And then that'll be my numerator at the top. If the fraction here does not equal a half, then I could use cross multiplication or multiplication, multiply the denominator and the numerator at the top by the same number. Let's do another example so you can see. Okay, look at 4th. 1/4. Does that equal a half? No. Okay, so I'm going to use multiplication. I need to multiply my denominator and my numerator. So 4 times what gives me 12? 3. Whatever I do to the bottom, I do to the top. So what's 1 times 3? 3. So now I have 6 9s. And I want to know what I'm going to thirds. I'm going from 9ths to thirds. So you notice I'm going from my big denominator to a small denominator. I'm going to do the opposite of that. So what's the opposite of multiplication? Division. So 9 divided by what gives me 3? 3. It's 9 divided by 3 gives me 3. So what's 6 divided by 3 then? 2. How do I know this is correct? Well, let's cross multiply then. Okay, what's 2 times 9? 18. 6 times 3 is also 18. So that's equal then. By the way, 2/5. Does that equal a half?
Yes.
2/5?
No.
So you're saying that 2 is half of 5? No. 2.5 is half of 5. So 2/5 does not equal a half. Okay, so I cannot put 5 here at the top, can I? Can I? No. So it will not equal. So am I going to use multiplication or division?
Multiplication.
Multiplication or division?
Multiplication.
Multiplication. I would use division if it was this. Then I would use division if it was this here. But it's not. So I'm going to use multiplication. So 5 times what gives me 10? 2. Whatever you do at the bottom, I do at the top. So what's 2 times 2? 4. On this one, I'm actually going to do apply. 6/8, right? Hold on. Let's do another apply. Messed up. Six eighths, right? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh. So if I had a pie like this, how much of the pie is colored in? 3/4, right? 3/4, right? Okay. So what's 12 divided by 4?
3.
3. No, that's not it. So if I have 12, let's do another circle. And 6, like this. I know it's not perfect, but it'll do. And here, 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 and here. Now let's do another one. Here, 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 and here. And I want 3/4. I'm going to color this. This. So I actually colored 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I colored 9 of them. So my answer is going to be 9. How do I know that? Cross multiply. What's 9 times 8?
72.
72. And guess what? 6 times 12 is also 72. So are those equal? Yes, they are. So 9 goes at the top. So here we have 5/7, and then I need to know what's my numerator over 14. Okay. By the way, does 5/7, does that equal a half? No. So 7 times what gives me 14? 2. Whatever I do to the top, I do to the bottom, and vice versa. Whatever I do to the bottom, I do to the top. So what's 5 times 2? 10. Okay. I want to know is 14/16 is equal to how many 8s? Am I using division or is it multiplication? Division, yes. I would use multiplication if it was this. Okay. I would use that. If it was like that, I would use multiplication. All right. So division. So 16 divided by what gives me 8? 2. So whatever you do to the bottom, I do to the top. So what's 14 divided by 2? 7.